All right, we are now on to the last question on the review, Unit 7 review. All right, I'm going to read it out loud. Students at Valley Middle School are selling tickets to the annual talent show. Below is a table showing ticket prices for students and adults. Okay, so student price, it says, is $4. All right, and adult price is $6. Let's look at question number 1. What amount of money would be collected if 70 students and 40 adults bought tickets? Show or explain how you got your answer. Well, we can just show it right there next to the boxes, right? So $4 times that students, number of students is 70. Okay, and we get 240. Excuse me, 280 rather. All right, that's dollars. All right, and $6 for adults, and the number of adults attending is 40. All right, and then we have 240. And if we add both numbers, you get 0. Okay, you have 2, carry 1, and then you have 520. That would be the way you would show your work, right? There you go. We're done with A. Next, for parts B, C, and D, define S and A as follows. S would be number of students, okay? And A would be number of adults, okay? That number of students or adults tickets purchased, all right? So the total value of all tickets sold was 670. Write an equation in terms of X and A to represent the information. All right. We're asked to write the equation. And they ask us to use S and A as our variables. Well, the price is 4 for student, okay? And S represents the number or the quantity. So we will write 4S, all right, plus 6, that's the price for adult, A, okay, equals, all right, this one here, 670. There you go. That would be the equation that it's asking. So if you think about it, the first equation talks about dollars. Let's go to C. The total number of students and adults who bought tickets is 165. Write an equation in terms of S and A to represent this information. Now, this problem is asking us to write an equation pertaining to quantity. We know, okay, the sum is 165. Well, what makes up 165? Well, it's the number of students, which is S, plus adults, which is A. There you go. We have 2 equations now. So I'm going to call this first equation, and I'm going to call this second equation. Okay? There you go. Now, using the information in parts B and C, determine the following: the number of students who bought tickets. Now, I want to warn you, this has nothing to do with A, because A says there are 70 students and 40 students buying tickets. Okay? B, C, and D are totally separate problem. All right? Yes, of course, B, C, and D use the price information, the same price information. Okay? But we're not talking about the same number of students and adults attending. We need to find out using systems of equations, skills that you learn from systems of equations. Okay? Unit. The number of students who bought tickets, the number of adults who bought tickets. Okay, show or explain how you got each of your answers. All right? Now, if you look at the second equation, we can make S or A alone quickly. All right? But I would suggest, like we have discussed in class, it's quicker to solve systems of equation by elimination, if we can help it. Now, if you notice, we can make the second equation to have S term as 4s, okay? So how do we do it? If we multiply by 4, why do I want to multiply by 4? Because if I multiply it by 4, my S terms for both equations will be exactly the same. And then I'll be able to do elimination, okay? So let's multiply, okay, the second equation by 4. All right, so let's distribute 4 into all of the terms, okay? So we're going to multiply a 4 by 165 later, 4 times A, and then 4 times S, all right? Now let's do that. So 4S, S times 4 is 4S, all right? Plus A times 4 is 4A, equals to 165 times 4, it gives you 400 plus 240, so 440, so 640, so 660, right? 660. All right, let's find out. Make sure that there's no mistake, okay? So 165 times 4, okay? 4 times 5 is 20, carry 2, all right? 4 times 6 is 24, and plus 2 is 26, all right? Carry 2 again, okay? 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6, there we go. So it's 660. So now we have a second equation that we manipulated, right? So this is still second equation, but we just changed it. We multiply it by 4 so that we have 4s on both sides, exactly the same. So you know what I'm going to do right now? I will copy this, okay, first equation over here. I'm going to write down 4s, okay, plus 6a equals to 670. And then I will also copy this here, all right, the second equation, right there. So 4s plus, what is it, 4a equals 660, all right, and I'm going to subtract because they have the same sign, okay? So they will be eliminated, 4s, the s terms, oops, gone, all right? So 6, look at this. You need to do this all the time because I always do this, so to make sure that you don't forget, 6a minus 4a. What is that? It's 2a, all right? How about 670 minus, okay, 660. What is that? Equals to 10. Now we divide both sides by 2. We divide both sides by 2. So a equals to 5. Okay, let's look at the question again. Okay, make sure that we stop, or maybe we need to continue. Okay, using the information in parts B and C, determine the following. I'm reading D right now, D part of the question. The number of students who bought tickets, the number of adults who bought tickets. So we know that the number of adults who bought tickets is 5. Has nothing to do with 40 earlier on A, okay? 40. This is when they sell 670. See this here? When they collected 670. Over here, they sold 40, okay? When they sold 520. When they collected $520. This problem that we're solving right now, that we're dealing with, the last part of it, is they made, okay, 670. So for that, only 5 adults came. Well, how many students came? Well, all we need to do is substitute that to one of the original equation. Now I'm going to substitute it to the second equation, because if you look at second equation, I'm going to change it into blue, right? Second equation is very simple. See this in here? Before we manipulated it, all right? So I'm going to bring it over here, and as I bring it there, I'm going to plug in A, and it says S, okay, plus A is 5, okay, equals to 165. Okay, you minus 5 from both sides, so S equals to 160. There you go. Well, guess what? You've done it. You've answered the questions by showing your work. So there are 5 adults and 160 students who attended, all right, the talent show that brought, okay, $670, okay, for that particular show. All right? All right. Good job. All right, take care. Bye.